In those life or death moments that happen in just a blink, the difference between surviving and failing might come down to whether you can pull out your gun fast enough from a tight spot or being able to grip and fire it with one hand in the dark. Big, powerful guns may look cool, but they're not always the smartest pick when you're inside a tight hallway, bedroom, or garage. And that's exactly why more and more people are turning to small-sized guns, ones that can stop a threat with just a single shot. In this video, we're diving into the smallest but deadliest guns you can legally own for home defense in the year 2025. And before we jump into the very first name on the list, go ahead and smash that subscribe button to help us hit 10,000 subs. We promise you won't want to miss any of these pocket-sized killers. Number 1. Taurus Judge Home Defender. If you ever thought that full-size revolvers had nothing new to offer, the Taurus Judge Home Defender will definitely make you think again. This isn't just a stretched-out Judge, it's a whole new take on what a close-range defensive weapon can do, while still hitting with accuracy at a distance. With a 13-inch barrel, this revolver gives the .45 Colt round enough spin and speed to really shine, grouping as tight as 1.06 inches at 15 yards, which is pretty impressive for any revolver. On top of that, it's got an integrated optics rail so you can slap on a red dot instead of relying on basic iron sights. The 5-shot cylinder accepts 3-inch .410 bore shells, which are awesome for home defense because they spread out and cover more area in tight spaces. The biggest win with the Home Defender is its versatility. You can fire precise .45 Colt rounds, or go with .410 loads like buckshot or birdshot, depending on your needs. The only downside? Its larger size makes it a bit harder to conceal or use one-handed compared to shorter barrel versions. The listed price from Taurus is $730. Not exactly cheap for a revolver, but a fair trade for a compact giant that gives you total peace of mind. Number 2. Ruger LC Charger. You could easily call the Ruger LC Charger the pocket beast of the 5.7 by 28mm world. It's based on the LC Carbine platform, but trimmed down into a stockless pistol form. Despite that, it keeps nearly all the goodies from its longer sibling, while boosting mobility and accessory options. The 10.3-inch barrel is nitride treated for corrosion resistance and comes threaded with a thread protector, making it a great base for a suppressor or compensator. The integrated M-lock slots on the handguard and full-length Picatinny rail up top let you deck this thing out however you like. Scopes, lights, bipods, even launcher attachments. The bladed safety-style trigger is borrowed from the Ruger 5.7 and gives you a short, light pull. The LC Charger gets the most out of the 5.7 round with that barrel length, fast velocity, flat trajectory, and light armor penetration. That said, it's quite a bit bulkier than your average handgun, which makes it tougher to conceal or use inside a vehicle. MSRP sits around $999, a bit on the high side, but totally worth it for a half carbine, half pistol that's modern, accurate, and ready to be upgraded. Number 3. Springfield Hellion. If you've got a soft spot for bullpup designs but still want real battlefield-grade reliability, the Springfield Hellion should be high on your list. It's the civilian version of the VHS-2 rifle used by the Croatian military, and it brings together real combat performance with a compact layout. It's got an overall length of just 28.25 inches, with a 16-inch barrel, maximizing ballistic performance while keeping the whole package short enough for easy indoor movement. It fires 5.56 by 45mm NATO rounds and uses a 2-position short-stroke gas piston system, which means smooth cycling and solid reliability in harsh conditions. Dual-sided charging handles, ambidextrous safety, M-lock slots, and a long Picatinny rail make it super customizable. Best part, it uses AR-15 mags that are everywhere in the US, not the harder-to-find G36 style. A huge perk is that it works perfectly for both left and right-handed shooters and even lets you swap ejection directions. The downside? It's not exactly light, around 8 pounds unloaded, so holding it up one-handed for long might tire you out. Price? Somewhere around $1,999 depending on the setup. A high-end choice for anyone wanting something different, precise, and powerful in a bullpup form. Number 4. Axor Arms Folding Shotgun. It's rare to find a shotgun that makes you chuckle the first time you see it. Not because it's weak, but because the folding design is just that clever. The Axor arms. Folding shotgun can be folded in half with a simple slide of the sight and twist of the barrel, cutting its length nearly in half, perfect for tossing in a backpack or stashing in your car. Even with its tidy look, this gun still hits hard. It's got a 20-inch barrel and uses 12-gauge shells, ready to do serious damage in the tight quarters. The shooting experience is intuitive, and the shouldering position is comfortable, even good for beginners. Its standout feature is definitely the folding action. There just aren't many shotguns that can pull this off and still shoot reliably. You can load it even when it's folded, though of course you can't fire until it's back in ready position. The trade-off? It doesn't support modern accessories. No Picatinny rail, no M-lock slots, and usually just iron sights. Axor Arms makes multiple versions, and pricing starts around $280 to $350 depending on the setup. A handy little weapon that's all about being quick to action when you need it most. Number 5. Patriot Ordnance Factory, POF-USA, Tombstone. You've probably never seen a lever action like the POF Tombstone, and that's exactly what makes it so special. Say goodbye to old school curves. This is a tactical looking lever gun built with home defense and urban tactics in mind. It shoots 9mm Luger rounds from a 10 or 20 round detachable magazine with a 16.5-inch barrel made of 4150 steel, free-floated in an AR style handguard. A dual port muzzle brake tames recoil big time, and the 3.5-pound trigger feels crisp and fast. The rear stock uses a Magpul SGA shotgun-style stock, so you can adjust the length of pull and slap on extra gear if needed. What really sets the Tombstone apart is that sweet mix of vintage vibes and modern performance. Fast cycling, super reliable, and less prone to jams since it doesn't rely on gas systems. On the downside, it doesn't match the speed of a semi-auto, and using a lever action in close quarters takes some muscle memory. MSRP is around $1,962, a high-end tactical toy for anyone who wants something unique, useful, and flat-out cool. Number 6. Nighthawk Tomahawk, IF. There's one shotgun that really captures the spirit of powerful, compact, and no-nonsense. It's got to be the Nighthawk Tomahawk. Built on the Remington 870 pistol grip platform, this thing has been totally reworked by the engineers at Nighthawk Custom, with attention paid to every last detail. Starting with the soft rubber Hogue grip for better control, the 16-inch barrel is ported using Vane Comp technology to knock back most of the recoil when shooting 12-gauge shells. At only 26 inches overall, its pistol grip design gives you excellent maneuverability in tight home defense situations. It holds 5+1 rounds, with an extended loading system and a 4-round side saddle built right onto the side. So, you're prepped for the worst-case scenario. The oversized safety button and hand-polished action give this shotgun an unusually smooth feel during operation. The only real downside is that it doesn't come with a full stock, which means you'll lose a bit of stability during rapid fire. But on the flip side, you've got a shotgun that's ready to go the second you pull it out of a bag. The Tomahawk is fully legal to buy without any National Firearms Act registration, and it's priced at around $1,100. Not cheap, but totally fair for a shotgun tuned like a mechanical masterpiece. Number 7. Palmetto State Armory, AKV. In the world of compact AK-style guns that shoot pistol rounds, the PSA AKV really stands out as an all-American answer, with just the right amount of Eastern European flavor. The AKV blends that familiar AK look with a modern blowback system for 9mm rounds. It's got a 10.5-inch nitrided barrel for extra durability, and skips the gas system entirely, which means a simpler, more reliable action. The bolt and bolt carrier are forged steel, giving you a solid, heavy-duty feel every time you charge it. One cool upgrade PSA added is a bolt hold open after the last shot, along with a separate bolt release catch, a huge improvement over classic AKs. It's compatible with CZ Scorpion magazines, and say even makes their own version with higher quality finishes. The AKV is quick, controllable, and perfect for defending your home or hitting the range. The only drawback is the weight. It's still pretty hefty for a pistol caliber carbine, around 7.9 pounds unloaded. but you get a full Picatinny rail and M-lock slots to mount optics, lasers, flashlights, or vertical grips. Prices range from $899 to $999. A great deal for a high-quality 9mm AK made right here in the US. Number 8. Kel-Tec KS7. It kind of looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but the Kel-Tec KS7 is one of the shortest legal bullpup shotguns you can buy without needing a special license. It measures just 26.1 inches overall and weighs only 5.9 pounds, beating out a lot of the competition when it comes to maneuverability. Even though it's compact, the KS7 keeps an 18.5-inch barrel, just long enough to stay legal while giving your shells full velocity. The pump action grip has deep grooves for solid handling, and the downward shell ejection means it works well for both right and left-handed shooters. One of the KS7's most unique features is the integrated carry handle with a triangle-shaped fiber optic sight. It looks weird, but it works surprisingly well at close range. The tube mag holds 7 rounds of 2 3/4-inch shells, which is more than enough for most self-defense scenarios. Its biggest strengths: lightweight, simple design, easy maintenance, and low chances of malfunction. On the downside, it doesn't come with built-in M-lock or Picatinny rails, so mounting accessories means modifying the carry handle or adding aftermarket parts. But at a price point between $530 and $590, you're getting a very solid bullpup shotgun that's perfect for both beginners and experienced shooters. Number 9. Bear Creek Arsenal. AR-10. Pistol. 8.6 BLK. Bear Creek Arsenal caught a lot of folks off guard when they didn't just launch a new AR-10 platform, they went all in by chambering it in 8.6 Blackout. A powerful but still pretty rare round. It's got a short 7.5-inch barrel with an ultra-fast 1 3 twist rate, letting it stabilize heavy bullets between 300 and 350 grains, which is exactly what the 8.6 BLK was made to do. Built on a full-size AR-10 receiver, the gun has a right-side charging handle, a 6.5-inch M-lock handguard, and a flat-top rail for mounting optics. As a large-format pistol, it's ideal for attaching a suppressor and running subsonic rounds, whether you're looking to hunt quietly or need something stealthy for close-range shooting. The big advantage here is serious stopping power packed into a compact frame. 8.6 Blackout can compete with 308 Winchester at short distances. The downside? That ammo's still pricey and hard to find. Plus, the gun doesn't come with a magazine, so that's another thing you'll have to buy. But with prices between $850 and $950, depending on whether you go with just the upper or the full pistol, this is one of the most affordable 8.6 BLK options out there today. Number 10. Panzer Arms, BP-12. You've probably heard of bullpup shotguns before, but not many hit the sweet spot of solid features and a budget-friendly price like the Panzer Arms BP-12. Made in Turkey, this shotgun weighs around 8.4 pounds unloaded and measures 31 inches overall, a perfect size for close quarters, but still easy to handle. Its ambidextrous design means the charging handle and sights work for both right and left-handed shooters. It uses a 5-round detachable magazine with 12-gauge shells, and most models come bundled with extras like spare mags, choke tubes, and a carry case, something you almost never get in the $500 price range. The clear upside is all the features for the money. You get a Picatinny rail for optics, ghost ring sights, a vertical grip, a muzzle brake, and a smooth action. Drawbacks? Some early production batches were picky about ammo types, and field stripping it for cleaning takes a bit longer than more premium models. But if you want a modern, badass-looking shotgun that can handle itself without breaking the bank, the BP-12 is absolutely worth every penny. Number 11. Smith & Wesson. M&P-12. No one really expected Smith & Wesson to step into the bullpup shotgun game, but they did, and the M&P-12 proves they're not messing around. This shotgun features a dual-tube setup, meaning 2 parallel magazine tubes, each holding 7 rounds of 2 3/4-inch shells, for a total capacity of 14 + 1. Even if you switch to 3-inch shells, you can still load up to 12 + 1 rounds. That's a lot of firepower packed into a shotgun that's only 27.8 inches long. The front and rear grips are styled just like the M&P pistol line, and it even comes with interchangeable backstraps so you can fine-tune your grip. Up top, you've got a full Picatinny rail for mounting red dots, and there's a front M-lock slot for flashlights or foregrips. The biggest standout feature is that huge ammo capacity, rock-solid construction, and AR-style fully ambidextrous controls. Now, what's the catch? The dual-tube feed system is a bit complex. You'll need to manually switch between the tubes to keep firing, and that can throw you off mid-fight if you're not used to it. Also, it's not exactly lightweight. It comes in at about 8.3 pounds empty. But for a price between $1,200 and $1,300, the MNP-12 brings serious bullpup firepower to the table and can easily hold its own against long-standing rivals like the KSG or TS-12. Number 12, Mossberg 590, Shockwave. When you want the stopping power of a full-size shotgun without lugging around a traditional long gun, the Mossberg 590 Shockwave is a go-to choice that countless Americans have relied on for years. With a 14-inch barrel and an overall length of 26.37 inches, this shotgun hits the legal minimum to avoid National Firearms Act restrictions, meaning no special paperwork required. The signature bird's head grip helps reduce the recoil that hits your wrist and gives the gun a distinctive look that's instantly recognizable. It fires 12-gauge shells and holds 5+1 rounds, more than enough to stop a threat up close. The biggest pro here is its compact size, solid power, and the legendary reliability of the Mossberg 500 system. Now, this isn't a beginner's gun. Firing something this powerful without a shoulder stock takes skill and practice. It doesn't come with a standard rail, but it's easy to upgrade with aftermarket accessories. At around $450, it's a solid deal for a tough, close-quarters weapon that stores easily and has been battle-tested in real-world use for a long time. Number 13, Glock 19 Gen 5 MOS. There's not much that needs to be said about the Glock 19. It's one of the most popular handguns in the world. But the Gen 5 MOS version takes things up a notch for home defense by adding optic-ready capability. With a 4.02-inch barrel and an overall length of 7.28 inches, it's easy to conceal while still delivering great accuracy. It weighs in at 23.63 ounces unloaded, which strikes a nice balance. Light enough for all-day carry, but heavy enough to manage recoil well. The MOS modular optic system means you can add a red dot sight without modifying the slide, which is a huge plus. Gen 5 also features a finger groove-free frame, upgraded trigger, and a tough NDLC barrel coating for better corrosion resistance. The striker-fired action is simple and intuitive, giving you quick reactions in a high-stress situation. If there's one drawback, it's that the stock trigger feel isn't as crisp as some of its rivals. But in return, you get Glock's legendary reliability. Current market price is about $620, and with that, you're not just buying a gun, you're buying peace of mind. Number 14, SIG Sauer P365 XMacro. If you're looking for a compact handgun that performs like a full-size duty pistol, the SIG Sauer P365 XMacro is a serious contender. This is an extended version of the already popular P365 line, but it packs a 17-round magazine of 9mm ammo into a frame that's still super easy to conceal. The barrel is 3.1 inches long, overall length is 6.6 inches, and the gun weighs just 21.5 ounces. It really nails the sweet spot between concealability and controllability. One of its standout features is the integrated gas-operated compensator built into the slide, which noticeably reduces recoil without needing to add extra attachments. The slide is cut for a micro red dot, and the built-in Picatinny rail underneath allows you to attach lights or lasers easily. Its biggest pros: high ammo capacity for its size, user-friendly design, and SIG's well-known dependability. The only real downside is the price. Its manufacturer's suggested retail price is around $799, which is a bit higher than average. But if you want a pistol that's light, accurate, and feature-rich, the XMacro will leave you grinning after every trigger pull. Number 15, Beretta A300 Ultima Patrol. When Beretta, a gunmaker with over 500 years of history, releases something like the A300 Ultima Patrol, you know it's not just another basic shotgun. With an overall length of 37.8 inches and a barrel measuring 19.1 inches, the A300 Ultima is built from the ground up for home defense and patrol-style work. This is a semi-automatic shotgun with a gas-operated system, which means significantly reduced recoil and outstanding reliability. It fires 12-gauge shells and holds 7+1 rounds. On the outside, you get a full-length Picatinny rail, dual M-lock slots on the front handguard, and it's completely ready for optics or tactical lights. There's also an oversized charging handle, large bolt release, and a Cerakote anti-corrosion coating to help it perform in rough conditions. Big advantages: fast cycling, low recoil, quick handling, and excellent accuracy, even in tight indoor spaces. The only real downside is that the full length makes it a bit harder to store discreetly if you need something that's totally out of sight. The current price hovers around $1,099, not cheap, but you're getting a high-performance shotgun from one of the oldest and most trusted firearms manufacturers on the planet. Number 16, FN509. Compact MRD, FN. America isn't known for budget guns. They're known for reliability, rugged design, and precision. And the FN509 Compact MRD fits that image perfectly. This is a compact 9mm pistol built for high-stress, close-quarters situations, and it comes ready for a micro red dot right out of the box. With a 3.7-inch barrel, overall length of 6.8 inches, and weighing about 25.5 ounces, it's compact without being too light to manage. The magazines it ships with are 12 and 15 rounds, but you can upgrade to 17 rounds if needed. Some big pros here include an improved trigger system, a super strong polymer frame, a clean trigger brake, and great control for rapid fire. The accessory rail in front of the trigger guard is wide enough to fit most tactical flashlights. The downside? It's a little pricier than average, and the initial trigger pull might feel a bit heavy for newer shooters. But if you want a tactical pistol that's small enough for concealed carry but still packs real punch, the FN509 Compact MRD is a confident pick at around $799. Number 17. CZ Scorpion EVO 3S1 Pistol. If you're after a handgun-sized firearm with the DNA of a military submachine gun, the CZ Scorpion EVO 3S1 pistol is a top-tier option. It's based on the Scorpion EVO 3A1 SMG used by the Czech military, and the civilian S1 version strips it down into a brace-free compact pistol. It fires 9mm rounds using a blowback system with a 7.72-inch barrel and an overall length of just 16 inches without extras, weighing in at around 5 pounds. It feeds from polymer magazines, 20 or 30 rounds depending on your preference, making it perfect for fast-response home defense. You'll get a full-length Picatinny rail up top, M-lock slots on both sides of the front handguard, and ambidextrous charging handles to suit both left and right-handed shooters. The advantages? Great stability, easy recoil management, and an ergonomic layout for quick handling. The drawbacks? Blowback systems can feel a bit more snappy compared to gas-operated guns. And if you plan to add a stock or brace, you'll need to follow federal regulations. The price usually falls between $850 and $950 depending on the setup. Pretty reasonable for a compact tactical gun with real military roots. Number 18, Smith & Wesson M&P Shield. Plus, don't let the small size fool you, the M&P Shield. Plus is one of the best concealed carry pistols out there and still powerful enough to protect you in a crisis. This latest version is a full overhaul of the original Shield, keeping the familiar, confidence-inspiring S&W grip feel, but boosting magazine capacity to 13+1 in the standard mag, with a 10-round option for easier concealment. The barrel is 3.1 inches long, the gun measures 6.1 inches overall, and weighs just 20.2 ounces, perfect for tucking into a waistband or nightstand drawer. The trigger has been greatly improved. Short pull, clean break, and way less play than the older model. Its top strengths: slim, light, easy to shoot, and still delivers solid stopping power with 9mm rounds. A big bonus, it's super affordable at around $499. One of the best value picks in the personal defense pistol market. Downsides: The standard version doesn't come with a rail for accessories, and it won't reach out as far as longer barrel pistols. But if you want something that you can carry all the time, every day, and still count on when things go bad, the Shield Plus is a no-brainer. Number 19. IWI Tavor X95 5.56 NATO. The Tavor X95 is the real deal, a bullpup rifle used by the Israeli military in actual combat. And now you can get a semi-auto version made for civilians in the US. Even though it's a true rifle with a 16.5-inch barrel, the bullpup design keeps the total length down to just about 26.125 inches. That's about the size of a mini shotgun, but you still get full rifle velocity and accuracy. It uses standard AR-15 magazines and has all the controls centralized. Charging handle, mag release, bolt release, all right near your shooting hand. It runs on a short-stroke gas piston with an adjustable gas system, so it shoots smooth and stays reliable under pressure. What makes it great? It gives you the range and firepower of an AR-15, but in a much tighter package that's perfect for indoor defense. The drawbacks? It's not featherweight, about 8 pounds unloaded. And the price isn't low either, running between $1,700 and $1,900 depending on configuration. But what you get is a purpose-built combat rifle designed to dominate in tight urban environments. Exactly what it was made for. Number 20. Ruger LCP MAX 380 ACP. If you're looking for the smallest gun possible that still packs enough punch for self-defense, the Ruger LCP MAX is basically the definition of a true pocket pistol. Weighing just 10.6 ounces and measuring only 5.17 inches long, the LCP MAX can disappear in a jeans pocket or bedside drawer without anyone noticing. It fires .380 ACP ammunition. Not as strong as 9mm, but still effective when using high-quality self-defense loads. The standard mag holds 10 rounds, and there's a 12-round option available, giving it an edge over most other micro .380s. Biggest perk? It's super tiny, but still gives you the option to mount a micro red dot if needed. The grip is slightly extended compared to the old LCP, giving your hand a better hold. Downside? The trigger is a bit heavy and the pull is long, which might affect accuracy unless you train regularly. For around $430, the LCP MAX is a solid backup or last resort weapon, especially when you need something ultra discreet that still brings real confidence in the palm of your hand. Number 21. Henry Big Boy X Model Carbine 357 Magnum. Who says lever action rifles are outdated? The Henry Big Boy X Model proves the opposite. It blends classic cowboy style with modern features. And the 16.5-inch Carbine version chambered in 357 Magnum is a seriously effective home defense option. It's got a synthetic stock, M-lock slots in the handguard, a Picatinny rail on top, and a threaded barrel ready for a suppressor or muzzle brake. This rifle holds 7+1 rounds of 357 Magnum or 38 special ammunition, so you can switch between raw power and easier control. One of its biggest strengths is near total reliability. It doesn't need gas systems or semi-auto mechanics. If you can run the lever, it'll fire. What's the catch? Well, it doesn't shoot as fast as a semi-auto, and there's no detachable magazine. But if you want something beautiful, powerful, quiet when needed, and built to last forever, the Big Boy X gives you that perfect mix of old-school charm and new-school function. The price runs around $970, and honestly, that's a great deal for handcrafted American quality and timeless dependability. It's not always the biggest, longest, or most expensive gun that's best for home defense. In fact, the real difference often comes down to those small, easy-to-use weapons that are ready to go in seconds, especially when you only have a split second to react. Whether you live in a tiny city apartment or a big house in the suburbs, every firearm on this list offers a clear advantage when it comes to speed, flexibility, and stopping power, all wrapped up in a compact design you can trust when things get ugly. If you found this video helpful, drop a comment and let us know which gun impressed you the most. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. There's plenty more awesome content coming your way in future videos.